I'm Jonathan Carlin. By now, I'm sure many of you know that Roanoke was struck by a tragic earthquake just days ago. The quake registered 3.0 on the Richter scale and caused numerous amounts of damage. Just take a look at some of these before and after photos. I know those are some harsh images, but I was also able to catch up with some residents of the Roanoke area who are having to deal with this post-quake stress. This is their story. It's probably 3 in the morning on Saturday. I felt the quake. It kept me up for maybe about 3 minutes. I don't know. It's just I haven't been able to get the sleep back. I really don't know if I'm gonna get it back. It's been killing me this week. As you can see, I've got a bit of a limp here. It's not caused by the quake. I actually fell down the stairs a few days ago. But during the quake, I was getting some water. I couldn't sleep, and I was on my bad leg. I almost lost my balance there for a second. I'm not gonna lie, it was really scary. It really made me think about my life. What do you mean, what was I doing out in the woods at 3 in the morning with my gun? Hunting bats, quite obviously. Creatures of the night. Vampire. Come out after twilight. I read it in a book. I had him right there. And all of a sudden the earth starts shaking on me and I lost him. Well, he's out there somewhere. Now I know many of you may be wondering what you should do in the event of another earthquake. Well, I was able to sit down with earthquake expert Joseph Nathan to tell us what to do. As a leading expert in the earthquake field, what would you suggest someone do in the event of an earthquake? Well, I'm glad you asked that, John, because it's not something a lot of people know, and a lot of people should know what to do in the event of an earthquake. See, what Roanoke just experienced was a 3.0 on the Richter scale, and that's fairly dangerous, and so what I'm going to have to suggest for everyone to do is to panic. And I mean, if it would make you feel better to say hide under a desk, well, let me tell you, it's an earthquake, John. If you're under a desk, things are falling down on you, if the ground's coming out beneath you, there's not a lot you can do. I'm going to say panic. How would you describe the earthquake threat here in Roanoke, Virginia? Well, how would I describe earthquakes? Well, as far as Roanoke, Virginia goes, I would say they're the silent killer. The silent killer? How many earthquakes have you personally been present for? Well, I've never actually been present for an earthquake, John, but you see, I grew up in a household with very overweight parents. It was not a pleasant sight coming down the stairs. It was like experiencing an earthquake. It was a rather traumatic childhood. Alright, back to you, John. If you'd like to know what you can do to help those suffering after the earthquake, check out our website, or check us out on Facebook at Roanoke Earthquake Relief. T-shirts available.